So tonight I went to an event. It was a shopping event, and I was sitting down at a place where I had noticed a man, and we struck up a conversation. And now I'm home, and he's a screenwriter. So I was sitting in my little space where I sit, and I thought about the time when I was a front desk clerk at the Holiday Inn. And it was interesting, especially during the precincts, the Belmont, Holiday Inn Belmont, the races, horse races, and the people would come in, and I was the Holiday Inn Belmont. And the people that ran the hotel were Persian, the two top managers, and then the third in staff was the blonde woman. And the first in staff and her would always go out dancing. They both had other relationships, but they would always go out dancing. It was so funny. And I realized tonight that I have a whole entire sitcom because I was a front desk clerk, straight lace. And then one night, one of my coworkers decided to drop acid. And she was tripping, and she's like, I dropped acid, and like 45 minutes later, she's tripping, and we're checking out people, and I'm watching her just completely like go off the deep end, not able to handle anything because of course she's tripping. And I'm checking out my people and looking at her spiral, like just going into these loop-de-loops of laughter. And the person behind the counter, why is she laughing? And I would have to be handling things in between my transactions. Well, that's just an aside. So the manager had this the sidekick, the assistant. And I remember he would ask me to do things, and I would always answer a person, yes, okay, sure, I'll do that. And then I'd go do it. He goes, I don't know what it is. Why don't I get more respect? I'm like, what would that be? And he wanted me to address him in a certain way. And here's the deal. He hadn't earned the respect. And now, 40 years later, because I was 20 something then, and now I'm 60. I go, oh, he was looking, okay, he was coming from another country. And I'm not blaming him for that because we all know the aggressor in the Mideast has been our country bombing theirs because of some reason. For some reason, and I don't know if it's for oil, and I don't know if it's for... Okay, there's olive oil and Popeye and spinach and Brutus. That's all I know, okay? All right, back to the story. So, that's exactly what it was like. And this guy was like wimpy, but not wimpy. And he wanted me to always speak to him as if he was his holiness. Like I wanted to address him as his holiness. And I was always polite. I've always been polite. I was raised with good manners, albeit by a raging, pathologically narcissistic mother. It's funny, now that I've healed myself and I say that, when I've met a person and I say that, they automatically make assumptions. And I know they look at me like, tag, she's it. And I think it's hilarious because I'm the very opposite. But it does allow me to have more leeway, meaning I used to be the prey, and now I get to be the predator for once, even if in facsimile. I'm not really a predator at all. I'm a pussycat. Meow. And I just love being alone. I'm one of those alone in the sunshine beam kind of beings. So I'm just loving life. And I just imagined this whole story after I met this screenplay writer because I just jived off of meeting creatives, and I had just been with a creative thing, the Raleigh Arts and Film Festival, Film and Arts Festival. I don't know them, but I brush shoulders with these peeps, and it's fun. So, it's fun to be a creative person. It's fun to be around creative people. It's fun to me. Like, I'm not talking about narcissistic abuse anymore. Fuck yeah! Woo! You guys, I'm not talking about abuse anymore. I'm actually living my life. That's the point of healing. That's why I haven't been making, that's why I have not been making videos. Because the ones that I was making were for my own healing. But in the brainstorming sessions, and I've got video 1 and 2 and 3, and we'll put another one out there. Those sessions allowed me to get the gears into place about how to help people who are in the recognition phase. Everybody has shit going on. Everybody's healing from something. But we are healing from having recognized finally that we've been abused by a pathological narcissist, and we didn't know what the F it was. And then on top of it, you are here especially if you were conditioned from day one. Because a la mom and dad, fuck you very much. Actually, don't. Because I really love fucking. I'd say, go fuck yourself. Now how people say, fuck you? No. Go fuck yourself if you're an asshole. Leave you in the dark. Because guess what? I only fuck the ones I love. So go fuck yourself. So, there. And we're going to leave it off at that. Just wanting to continue with the community and the truth and the reality that we are having similar experiences. Human beings are having similar experiences, but all of them are different. What the similarity is, we're coming out of like a sleepwalk, like a trance-like state that any of us could have been in for whatever reason. And then you are pulling those little blankets up over and up and around and out. And then you're living your life. And I don't need to be polite or follow a lady's way or be just like that or just like this. I get to be inappropriate. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. And it doesn't mean I'm a bad person at all.